Well, Fox News has not said anything about three of its most prominent hosts being caught in the controversial spotlight of the January 6th committee.
The network did not bother to air the hearing, as the committee released new details last night, including frantic texts to Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, from Fox personalities begging the president to stop the Capitol riot and all of the violence as the siege played out on TV.
I'm glad that these hosts privately pushed to stop the violence on that awful day. But what I'm upset about is that is what they've publicly said ever since. This would be a good time for these hosts to use their platforms to tell the American people the truth, just like they were privately texting Mark Meadows the truth on that terrible day.
Brian Stelter, CNN's chief media correspondent and host of Reliable Sources, joins us now. Brian, what's so striking about seeing these texts in real time from some of the Fox hosts was that as it was happening, as the violence was unfolding, they saw it with crystal clarity. They knew it was dangerous. They knew it was deadly. They knew that only Trump could call them off. They knew these were Trump supporters, violent Trump supporters.
They knew the truth.
And they knew that Trump was MIA. I mean, they knew that where is he? You need to get him. Let me read some of them. They're saying, this is Sean Hannity. Can he make a statement? Ask people to leave the Capitol. Laura Ingraham. Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us. He's destroying his legacy. Brian Kilmeade says, please get him on TV, destroying everything you have accomplished. And so they knew in real time, very clearly, what was unfolding and are imploring Mark Meadows to help. And then it was shockingly quickly afterwards where some of them went on TV and said something entirely different to their viewers.
Yes, because the spin started to catch up. You know, when the story was happening in real time, they all saw it for what it was. They saw the truth. And then within a matter of hours, there started to become an agreed upon denialism, an agreed upon spin, an agreed upon new narrative, which is maybe it was the left's fault or maybe there were FBI informants, but surely this wasn't MAGA patriots. So I think it's an amazing window into that moment in time before spin can start to take over, before lies and spin can start to take over, where the story actually stared us all dead in the face. And it happened on Live TV that day as well. What did Kevin McCarthy do when he was terrified by the rioters invading the Capitol? He called Fox News. That was his first phone call. Before he called CBS or other networks, he called in live to Fox. And he basically used the TV cameras to get through to Trump, or at least he tried. But it's remarkable that Sean Hannity didn't really get through to Trump. Kevin McCarthy couldn't get through to Trump. His own son, Donald Trump Jr., doesn't seem to have the power in that afternoon to get through.
Because he was busy watching TV, as we know.
Because he was enjoying what he saw. And that's the part of the story we still don't know a lot about.
Yeah.
What was Trump doing? Who was he with? What was going on? What was he thinking? Was he thinking anything? I think it's so interesting to read these texts because they are a new snapshot into what we thought we knew, and now we're seeing it's even worse than we knew.
And nothing from Fox News, nothing from Hannity, nothing from Ingraham, nothing from Kilmeade. The report they have on it only focuses on a portion of the text from Don Jr.
Yeah, that's right. They briefly mentioned this on air just a little bit. They talked about the Don Jr. texts. They are not acknowledging the real substance here. Fox News as a company is not commenting, and nor are any of the hosts who are named here. And these are just a few of the texts. Presumably the committee has lots of other texts from Fox News personalities and other right-wing entertainers to Meadows and to others. So we're seeing a little snapshot. The people involved are not commenting, but Laura Ingraham's words are actually true. She's the one who says in the text to Meadows, this is hurting all of us. Now, she, I think, is referring to the GOP. She's referring to the pro-Trump media world and the pro-Trump allies. She's saying it's hurting all of us. But actually, this is hurting all of us as Americans. This denialism, this rewriting of history, this attempt to paper over what happened is hurting all of us. So, Laura, I think she's right about that.
This is not over. More information will be coming out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks.
All right, a key inflation figure just hit its highest level on record. What this means for all of the prices that you are paying, that's just ahead.
First, here's a look at what else to watch today.
This holiday, Verizon has the deal that gets better and better and better.
Get iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone.
Here, the phone everyone wants on America's most reliable network. Better?
Better.
That's not all. The new